The tour lands in China, in the breathtaking, vibrant city of Shanghai.
The Global Champions League of Shanghai is traditionally a pivotal event on this circuit.
Can he do it?
He is.
Oh, immaculate.
Join us in the dazzling Jewel of the East.
Last year, this fourth leg of the season was the stage on which London Knights rose to the occasion, winning in China and claiming the lead in the championship. They would eventually be crowned as 2018 Global Champions League champions. And the home team, the Shanghai Swans, led the ranking after the previous round in Miami. The 2019 winners in Shanghai would be celebrated as the 50th winners in GCL history.
Day 2 of the league competition, and it is the final decider for our teams here in China. Monaco Aces were the fastest and clean at 50.71, and leading the way. They will go last. As I say, they go reverse order. Valkenswaard United, as ever, very strong. Prague Lions, Hamburg Giants and Paris Panthers all there on a 0 score, and two of those teams, Monaco Aces and Paris Panthers, with very good form here. Paris Panthers a past winner, Monaco Aces that finished second last year. CanStars, some 3 fences back on a score of 12, are the Scandinavian Vikings, as are the Berlin Eagles. And as I mentioned, Shanghai Swans, the championship leaders, 13. It was a big score on day 1 for the Shanghai Swans, and that puts them very much on a clawing up position to try and get themselves up a few places, get as many points as they can here in Shanghai, so as to not let the others catch up too much.
Much smoother already. Now he has to move up, and he's a little bit off. Didn't have a chance other than to do that. He got a little bit deep to the plank, and it was a long way up to the combination. Now Daniel trying to have him settle in for the triple. Great attitude of the horse there, great sharpness. Lots of respect for the fences from Tobago. 8 strides, one more there, Steve. Most came through on a stride of 7. He made it 8. Now Tobago again getting a little bit strong. 3 up to the plank, and Deusser is coming home. And home he is on 4. A little bit strong there, but good recovery from Piers now. Don't see it on the screen, but he's talking to Living the Dream just to get him to calm down and relax for the plank, and then rides up into the combination. Eight it is, and 8 was much too close. He jumped that triple combination. It just let him run a little bit too long before getting him back on the hind leg, and now 8 for him and 25 for the team.
Yeah.
Pegasus is on 28. Another rail, and they drop a spot on the ranking. And again, P is really trying to keep Living the Dream on the hind leg for these short 3 strides. Look at how strong he has to be, and he can't manage. It is 29 now for the team, and 29 it is inside the time. So the score less or more score, higher score than Shanti Pegasus. The Swans drop. Massive reaction with the hind leg there, does it again over the triple combination or triple bar. It's giving me a hard time, the triple bar to triple combination. Good jumping. Taking a little bit more time here for the approach, 9 to 10. 8 strides for him, just not overriding him, not overdoing it. And moves up to the Liverpool Oxer. Sharpness from Colestus and Kukuk. Coming in for the clear. A good push and clear. Wow.
74.58. I think we need to start looking at some of those times as well as where they might play out a little later on, because that's a very fast one.
Has to be very careful in here in this double of verticals. First deep to the first vertical, and then really sits back and helps her to jump out of that combination. Good job from Weishaupt there. There's nothing wrong with the technique, but was just a little bit slower jumping out of the combination. Now, J Fantastica and Weishaupt in that short line, it works really well for them. They're on a score of 16 and they are going to stay on 16. That's the result for the Berlin Eagles. Still, they stay ahead, ready to go to the combination. That also gave him a short jump and a beautiful approach. And Said is riding a great round, trying to let him settle down for the triple combination. Helps him a little bit to jump the second part that jumps out of the third part brilliantly. This is great riding from Abdel Said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding 7 for Abdel Said. Now round the turn with Jumpy van der Hermitage to produce maybe the third clear. Oh, that's tight and Jumpy. Couldn't bring the shoulder up. He tried to turn and shift, but it didn't work. And it's a 4 for Said. And so the team, the Cannes Stars, are on 16, the same score as the current leaders, as Berlin Eagles. Cox steers Evert into the last line with the Oxer, the delicate blank, which is still up, and the last fence now for Karel Cox and Evert, and much faster. Look at that, a flying round from Cox, and the Cannes Stars go to the top spot.
Absolutely, 69.93. Individually he goes to the lead, but for the team that makes a big difference because it does keep them well ahead, nearly 5 seconds plus ahead of the Berlin Eagles. Cannes Stars, Karel Cox.
That's 2, that's
Crossley.
3, and they drop a spot. Not 1, but 2, because they're on 20 Madrid in motion.
So move behind the Cannes Stars and the Berlin Eagles.
Team total now up to 20 with 3 fences left to jump, coming in on an angle to this Oxer. Set him up for the plank. He clears that one. And the triple combination, the bogey fence for Cindy van der Straten and for Madrid in motion. The team now up to 20. Spectacular horse to see. But it's about jumping clears. This is good. Works and works through the triple combination. Now into the last section of this course. Vivaldi Dutey and Mark McCauley for Madrid in motion, trying to keep the team on a score of 20. And the 20 still stands with 3 fences left to jump. Oxer, oh, the plank comes close and he's got it. He's got it down. So 24 is the score for Madrid in motion, and Mark McCauley keeps the team on 24.
Yep, that will just keep them ahead of the Chantilly Pegasus. Doesn't change their spots where they are now, but it means 2 teams move ahead of them. The Cannes Stars, the Berlin Eagles, they finish on 24.
Long volley, big strider. What does she do here? 1, goes for the 6th. Ooh, it's deep. Good reaction. She takes the outside turn, Steve. Calculated risk, thinking about the time allowed, 81 seconds. It is a much wider turn for the Celtics, but they know that a very slow clear may not bring them the victory here in Shanghai, but on the championship could be very important to just keep that score of 8.
Well, it's the question of whether you're going to attack at a venue or decide that where your score is protection and defence.
Great riding from Springsteen. Nice and deep with the triple combination, and then she had all the room in the world. 7 on the outside, and rode real up to that Oxer. Now she picked up the pace a little bit. It settles RMF Zesili in for another delicate line, and it's gone. It's gone. It is 12 now for the Miami Celtics. 12 the score, and the finish line with another rub on fence 13, but it's 12 for the Celtics with 1 rider gone. 1 fence down, and they're on 16, as are the Cannes Stars and the Berlin Eagles. Breen with the pressure on his shoulders, and it's down. It's 16 now, and now they have to speed up, and they are slower than the Cannes Stars for sure, and slower than the Berlin Eagles, who had 2 guys racing around. It's 20 now Oh, it falls apart for the Celtics. Unfortunately, stays on 20, and where do they end up, Steve? It is third place for the Celtics. The Pirates are in second. In third is Miami Celtics. They're now on 20 points, so they can extend the lead on the Celtics as well if they produce the goods. And it's down, so the team to 8. The Pirates on 8, still ahead of the Stars, but it looks like Robert is a little bit struggling there. He took his horse well to the outside, but then the blank. Now it's 12, and their lead is falling away. Triple bar, rides it deep, don't rides it open. Keeps control over apart for the triple combination. Settles down but brings him deep to the first part. Good riding and excellent management. Lovely how he rode to that triple bar with a lot of confidence to get over the width. The horse stayed together. He didn't have to reorganize, it was always there. Now 3 fences left for first place. So far, the Vos, the plank, clears it, comes home. He's not fast, but he is clear, and that is essential, and it's another clear.
Oh, he is untouchable this season now. Out of the rounds he's jumped this year, 2 more to it. He's jumped some 8 rounds, 7 of them clear. He's only had 1 fence down amongst all of those rounds so far this season.
Into the triple bar, 8 or 9 on the outside. It's even 10. Can he stretch over the back rail? Has he got enough momentum and forward power? Oh, he has it easily. This is a horse for the future. Little kick and a buck there. Does it affect the distance? Oh, Derek Kenny, he just organizes. Didn't panic at all.
All of these teams could be potentially riding for a win here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name is Classic Dream, the rider is Derek Kenny, and the clear is for the Paris Panthers. What a ride. Triple bar, a little bit open. And 9, a little bit of a struggling 9 at the end. Those last 3 strides for Watley. Smooth here to DSP Bank, or SPD Bank it is. And an extra 8th stride to the Oxer. And he's giving Ironman a great ride, really putting him on his hind leg. And the rail's gone. Front rail is out, and 4's the score for Watley, Ironman and the Paris Panthers. They stay on 8 and they lead the competition, but they lose touch. Seven of the Oxer. Stays nice and wide here. Wants to get in deep with the Oxer to get a short jump. And that's exactly what he gets. Still home. The look on his face, determination for clear. The first clear. Yes, the Giants have it.
Yeah, they get the start they would have wanted, but remember the Paris Panthers had that same start as well. They were clear with Derek Kenny and Bart Bless. Oh, in fact, 1 time fault. 1 time fault.
Ooh, costly. 81 seconds time allowed.
Very costly. He's around in 81.33.
Wow, Biggs. Ooh! She gave a big swing over the Oxer, landed far behind the Oxer, and he tried to help her to get away from that front rail. He tried to lift her over, but couldn't follow through with the hind leg. And another rail is down, Steve. The team is now on 9 and dropping. On 9, just ahead of the Saint-Tropez Pirates, but they cannot have an extra rail. It would fall even deeper after such a good overnight score. Like you said, a possible best result ever for the Giants, and no, another one. The team now on, what is it, 13 and home in time. 13 is the score, and a big drop for the Giants. inside turn. The first of the teams on clay with an inside turn. Mark Houtzager and Calimero. That's competitive, Steve.
Very.
Deep to the triple bar. Control into the triple combination. Oh. 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 Unbelievable.
Stays.
If we see that back, the shape of Calimero over the vertical and the oxer in the triple combination, just to have everything standing, leave everything standing. What an effort from the horse. What an effort from Sterhof's Calimero. Getting a little bit strong here in this last line. The three is very short. The blank comes down. You could see him a little bit running right into it. And it's a 4 for the Lions. There's 4 to jump. It's 3 now for Bruinseels. This is where Houtzager got into difficulty, with Calimero getting strong, clearing the oxer, but taking the blank down, and Bruinseels takes it down as well. Same story for the Prague Lions, and the team is on 8 and are dropping. It's a good round, but it's not good enough. Outside turn, that makes him already a bit slower than the Prague Lions. But the Lions are on 8 and Valkenswaard is on 4. And the back rail is swinging in the cup, but it's still up, and now they have to stay ahead of the Paris Panthers in terms of time. And we know that the Panthers are slow, and Zorzi is moving. Changed his plan right after the rail. And Ulan de Coquerie stops. It is +4. That makes it 8, and he's losing time. Alberto, come on, turn and ride. And it's 8, so they are dropping behind the Prague Lions, the Paris Panthers, for silver.
They could be going below the Saint-Tropez Pirates if this continues. Gasps from the crowd all the way.
Oh, it's done, they're out!
This is done. Absolutely done and dusted. Valkenswaard United, you can see a little frustration from Jan Tops there, and done it. Well, are now very much in the driving seat. He retires. Paris Panthers.
I think it has to be a mental blow as well for Marcus Ehning. Even when you're Marcus Ehning, you come in here to win in Shanghai, and then everything falls apart.
Julien Epillard, a surprisingly first appearance for the team this year. The Doha Grand Prix winner.
7 strides up to fence 2. That's the first man of the teams to do 7 strides up to Massimo Dutti. 5 strides here to the Longines vertical, and takes the outside turn, but he left out 2 strides in the first 2 lines, and then does organize for this approach to the combination. Blank stays up. Vertical and oxer also. Now triple bar and triple combination. Opening up. Is it too open? Is it too flat? Is it too forward? Because here's the triple combination. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble because he's got a long way to jump now out of it, and he leaves it everything up. Wow, what a great stretch there by Virtuose Champy. Oh, what a ride he's giving this horse. Because I'm saying it was in trouble, that he was in trouble. Maybe it was the plan to bring him so deep. Drifting a little bit, going sideways up to the oxer. The blank, so delicate for many. It stays. And now he's checking, he's changing, bringing him deep. And he clears it. Oh, what a great setup from Julien Epillard and Virtuose Champy. Oh, an enormous knock on the first vertical from Epillard, Guéry and Garfield de Tigy de Templier. On the outside there, he doesn't go for 5, he goes for 6. And he goes for the outside. He knows that Epillard produced a very fast round, the 3rd fastest of the day. So he's got a little bit of room to maneuver. He can build in some safety if he wants to. Guéry and Garfield, the son of Quasimodo, who jumped a great round yesterday as well, and that's why they've shifted him onto the team. Here's the triple combination coming up, and he's also quite forward. Is he counting on the quality? He has to. Stretching over the back rail, the white tail loose. Last section now, Guéry, very straight. Oh, and another big rub. Adding now to
Make
the
sure.
Pure Sport Boxer. 3 to jump for the only clean sheet of the weekend in Shanghai. Guéry, Garfield, 2 more. The plank is down, about the time now.
He's going to be fine for time. He just got to get over this last fence. And he will.
It's good enough.
It's good enough. It's going to be 79.58.
Yeah, they win it.
156.35. It's a win for the Monaco Aces. Paris Panthers will finish in second place on a score of 4. Prague Lions on a score of 8 to finish in third place in the end. The strategy for the Paris Panthers was good, but it was just too steady. It is going to be the Monaco Aces that win it. Jérôme Guéry having a fence stand, but time in hand will put them at 3.5, nearly 4 seconds ahead of the team that finish in second place. But a very good finish, taking it right to the wire. The plank playing its part once again, edging in tense moments right the way through to the finish. Marlon Zanatelli there gripping the kiss and cry. And with them, they move up 1 place from last year. They were second last year, the Monaco Aces. Now they are triumphant here in Shanghai. And there's the confirmation of the final running here. Monaco Aces some 4 and a bit seconds ahead of the Paris Panthers in the end. Prague Lions will finish on the podium in third on a score of 8. Saint-Tropez Pirates, a good move for them. They finish in 4th place in the end, and similar for the Hamburg Giants into 5th. Cannes Stars, Berlin Eagles, they moved up a few places in the end, and Miami Celtics, a drop for them down into 8th place after their finish. They were in 7th place overnight, just dropping that 1 spot.
That was a cliffhanger. What was going through your mind when that delicate plank came down?
That's not to make the last one. Try to jump clear the last one, just the last one clear, and we will see.
It took you some time before you realized that you actually won the stage here in Shanghai.
Yeah, really, we fight a little bit today. It was really a team victory. That's it's really nice because they did a super job the first day, and we changed a little bit the plan for today. But the horse of Julien jumped amazing, and I fight a little bit for the victory. It was super.
Julien, you've got 2 Lionel Messis alongside of you who can finish the deal, but you are in terms of giving assists in setting up these 2 star strikers for the team, twice coming in as first to go, and that's just brilliantly delivering the crowd. You really created the opportunity.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm very happy. The horse come only to jump the team this weekend. He jumped only two classes, and he have 2 clear. Then I'm very happy with this. Okay, it was super today. A lot of pressure. Very bad for our heart, but okay, it was super.
Marlon, everybody comes to congratulate you, and I hear the 3 of you stepping away from the credits. No, it's the effort of the other rider, but this is really a team effort because you really stick together, the 3 of you.
100%. We try to make the best plan for the team to get the best result out of it, and today luckily worked for us.
Your thoughts? You had to wait it out. You were sitting on the kiss and cry. What did you think when the plan came down?
Well, I knew that Jérôme was quite fast. Julien was quite fast. Jérôme had a nice round to do, and I was quite safe about the time. I had the same thoughts as Jérôme had there to keep the last jumps in the cup.
So, Shanghai Swans move on to a score of 90. Saint-Tropez Pirates close the gap a little. It was a 19-point gap. It's now an 11-point gap. Monaco Aces make a move up from 7th place into 3rd. Miami Celtics drop down a place into 4th. Hamburg Giants make a big lift into 5th place. Berlin Eagles, similar score for them. They sit in 6th place, and they were in 5th, so they've dropped a position. Madrid in Motion move up a place into 7th, and the Paris Panthers start to move up into 8th place as well. Prague Lions dropping into 9th place now on a score of 54.
As last to go, Monaco Aces kept their head cool, even when in real trouble. Their remarkable team spirit pulled them through, and after a 2nd place in 2018, a big win this year makes the bond between Shanghai and the Aces even stronger. Both Paris Panthers, who ended 2nd, and Prague Lions, who were 3rd on the podium, collected valuable points in the championship, getting away from the bottom end and settling in the middle of the ranking. Shanghai Swans still lead the race to Prague, but Saint-Tropez Pirates are closing in, while Monaco Aces move up into 3rd. The dominance of Valkenswaard United last year seems to have vanished, the team struggling all season long, now 11th in the overall. Mid-May, the league lands in Europe, where the Spanish capital of Madrid will be host to the fifth leg of the season.